Good morning, Hit Nation. My name is Roy, and this will be my Worthless Half a Penny Part 27, Bronny Edition. Now, this is the only series whose host wholeheartedly admits that he has no idea what he's talking about, but he can read. Now, we're not yet talking about other two players that the Heat picked up already during this offseason. We're not going to talk about how the team may or may not look like, which we have very little idea in the future. But I did want to talk about Bronny. And the reason that I want to talk about Bronny is because, unfortunately, I see a lot of anger. Now, I'm an angry person myself, okay? And if I have to be angry, I will be. I just don't understand why there's anger when it comes to Bronny being picked up by the Lakers to play with his father. I understand other things. I understand that this could be considered a waste of a pick. And then, of course, in this case, the fairness in me would say, yeah, maybe another player should be playing there. That could be the occasion. That could be the case, actually. We had amazing second round picks that panned out. One of them being, I don't know, one of the best NBA players and basketball players in the world, Nikola Jokic. We also have Jalen Brunson. We also have Dylan Brooks. We also have Montrezl Harrell. And I think that it is a waste of a pick if you think about, what Bronny can bring to the table. To kind of ward off the idea of nepotism, I think that the rumors are false, that other teams wanted Bronny, and that Lakers just warned them off and said, no, he's ours. I don't think any team wanted to have Bronny, unless, of course, maybe they did want to have Bronny. But again, it's all connected to LeBron, right? Nobody wanted to have Bronny for Bronny. I think Bronny, according to all the reports that I have indeed read, Bronny ranks below average in absolutely all the scouting points. So Bronny's definitely given this opportunity, on one hand, by wasting a second round pick, and on the second hand, with nepotism. I'm not gonna redo this video. I think I recorded this 5 times, but because I want to be brief about it, right? The reason that I think there is a lot of hatred is because of how people feel about LeBron in general. And of course, there's the Miami Heat LeBron hatred, right? Which, again, even though I see things differently, I understand. And I do understand that there are logical reasons for that to be justified. The way that he left, the way that he choked in 2011, the way that he certainly could have brought more rings to the table, and he should have stuck with the team. But unfortunately, that's not how things panned out. The business part never really bothered me much, for different reasons. But I didn't like him as a person because I thought he's a very entitled human being. I saw him a couple times. And first of all, seeing a person a couple times doesn't even get close to getting to know that person and having any kind of knowledge. And second, I don't know if I would be acting differently if I had the same level as that person. He's, I think, inarguably one of the top 2 best players in the history of the NBA. Perhaps arguably top 5 at worst. At worst. And I don't think anybody would say top 5. I think most people are going to say that he's either 1, in my opinion, 1 is Michael Jordan, or 2, my opinion, LeBron is number 2. In terms of the impact in the game and how much he gave to the game and how much his name is imprinted into the game, Michael Jordan just ahead of LeBron because of intangibles more than just records or just statistics, because records go to one, statistics may go to the other. But I don't know him. I can't judge him. I have no idea who that guy is. What I do know is that I am a utilitarian. Sorry, I don't know what's happening with me today. I am a utilitarian, and I like to weigh things before I determine whether they pass through the filter of being bad or good. And to me, the waste of a second round pick and the nepotism, which is rampant in the NBA, Thanasis was used as an example. He is an example. He would not be in the Bucks today if it weren't for Giannis. But I think that, according to what I understand from his history, Giannis wouldn't be in the NBA if it wasn't for Thanasis. So there is a little bit of a difference there, right? But nepotism is rampant in the NBA. Nepotism is rampant in most companies. And I'm not just saying, oh, this is not the time to choose to fight it. I'm saying This is just the weight of what the NBA gains with it and what the once known as Showtime Lakers gained with it by having one of the best players in the world being able to retire after having played with at least one of his sons. Because of his extension now, could even get to play with Bryce, according to what I see. Um, I don't know if that makes any sense or doesn't. I don't care because it is an important and beautiful moment, whether you like it or not. It does bring a lot of marketing with it, not just to the Lakers, but to the NBA. If people watch more of the Lakers, people that before didn't watch basketball, they're watching more NBA at the end of the day. So that weighs, in my opinion, more than the nepotism and the waste of the second round pick. And there is also some beauty in it, as Marcus Weber, a friend of mine from Germany, said. It'd be beautiful to have Bronny give that final lob to a final signature LeBron hammer dunk, and then he announces his retirement after the end of the game. Whether that's the case or not, it doesn't matter. It's beautiful to have a father and a son playing, especially when you're talking about, again, one of the guys that is in the conversation of greatest of all time, whether we want to admit it or not. So to me, being angry at this seems like a waste of anger. But at the same time, I'm angry at a lot of things that are wasteful too. So I'm not going to judge people who are angry at that either. What I will say is, see you next time. Let's go Heat.